Hey guys, so interesting thing I wanted to share with you is this old iMac. So I literally picked this out of the garbage today. So it was thrown out next to some garbage cans with a bunch of other old junk as well. Now you can tell immediately it's pretty old just by the version of Mac OS on it. You see, you can see these old 3D icons here. Those are kind of neat, but I like the 2D shape a little bit better. I actually like the current ones a lot, but you can see this is pretty old. So Mac OS 10.6.8, and it has 2.4 gigahertz Core 2 Duo, and it's got a gig of RAM. So only a gig of RAM in there. And you can see over here, it actually has a terabyte hard drive. I'm pretty sure that is a mechanical hard drive, not an SSD. Now, this is going to be way too old to to run Mac OS. I could run this old version of Mac OS, but if I wanted to really do anything with this, I would actually have to you can't update this to the newest Mac OS. It's just not supported. It doesn't support this hardware. So obviously, because this is ancient. So the plan is to wipe this. Not to wipe this. I'm going to actually pull the hard drive out, put an SSD in there, and install Linux on that. And I haven't decided on a distro yet, so if you have any thoughts on that, maybe leave a comment down below. May or may not follow somebody's suggestion, or I might just come up with something on my own. I might try a few different things. And also, I've kind of been wanting to take one of these apart for a while, so I have to look into this specific model, but I'm pretty sure most of them you have to pull the screen off in order to get at the stuff inside. Now, I don't remember offhand. I think it was either the hard drive or the RAM. You could you could update it through this little door on the bottom. Actually, I'm gonna see if I can turn this at an angle in just a bit. But there's a little door here with a screw that you can take out. I think that's the hard drive, and I think that for the RAM, you actually have to pull the screen off and look at the insides. I do want to do that at some point. Been wanting to do that for years. So yeah, something I'm looking forward to doing in the future. So throw Linux on this, upgrade everything I can, and maybe take it apart and look at what's inside. But yeah, pretty neat thing. It is an ancient piece of junk. Not a surprise that someone threw it away. One interesting thing to point out is that this has no password set on it. The user account for this has no password at all. So as soon as it booted up, it booted right into the desktop. And this thing has all sorts of sensitive documents like contracts, legal documents, case documents, people's resumes, all sorts of private stuff that just isn't supposed to be released. And someone just threw this away without wiping the hard drive and without even having a password on it. Now, even if you had a password, people could still, get in with a boot disk or, take the hard drive out and access the info. So really, you should always just be wiping your disks, right? Just wipe your disk, or just better yet, destroy your disk if you're gonna throw a computer away. But yeah, so this person didn't even have a password, so anybody who powers this on can just access all the documents. Now, I have a kind of an idea of the there's a lot of stuff on there that I have no use for. I'm just gonna wipe it. I actually kind of want to keep this hard drive because I want to play around with this version of Mac OS. I have no use for the data, unless maybe I find an old Bitcoin wallet on there. I never know. But anyways. Yeah, so that would be something, right? So yeah, I'm gonna want to pull the hard drive out and just save it. Maybe plug it in and play with this version of Mac OS again. It does have some neat features that are gone now, but the plan is to put a fresh hard drive for Linux in it. Like for example, it has this. He only has one widget on here, right? So, but this was nice. I like this one. It had this nice dashboard here. See this thing right here? Nice dashboard that just has a bunch of stuff on your screen. Now they've replaced that in recent versions of macOS with the thing that comes off the side, which is nice and practical. But still, I kind of really don't like that they took that away. And I get that they don't want to confuse people with having too many ways to do the same thing. So, it is what it is. And yeah, so that's mostly what I wanted to show you. I would like to try to turn this around a bit. And I know you can kind of see me in the reflection on here. More so like before I powered this on. But yeah, so look on the side here, you see it still has an optical drive, right? And if you turn this, so I have this plugged in, so this is a little bit tricky. Yeah, so this actually has I believe this is plastic. So like it's still a nice build quality, but I believe this is aluminum or some kind of composite between aluminum and something else. But this is metal, right? But the back here is plastic. It's surprising that you can't just open it from the back, right? Kind of weird, since it is the back, and like you know, you would think, right? But apparently not. Anyways, yeah, so it comes with a bunch of plugs here. Like I believe this is for audio input. This is obviously headphones. I don't know why he labeled this like this, but it has a bunch of USB drives, has some Firewire because it's really old, Ethernet, and this would be something that adapts to like something for a monitor. Not sure right off the top of my head what that is, like a mini version of something. But yeah, it's not too different from the generation that came before the, you know, the M1 or the Apple Silicon Macs. But anyways, so that's all the stuff on there. Nothing super interesting on this other side here. I'm gonna try to turn this. I don't know how well I can do this with one hand while I'm holding the camera, which is actually my phone. But let me see if I can turn this without like dropping it on the ground and smashing. Oops. So, no, it does still have power. You know what? I'm gonna set this down for just a second here. So I'm still here. I just set my camera down at a weird angle, and I did not want to cut this part of the video out. So here we are looking at the bottom here. So you can see it has some ventilation here. Nice ventilation there. And it's got this little door here that you can unscrew and you can update. So I think that's the hard drive. I'm not completely sure. It has a little door there and a little screw, so you can open that right up. And that's the last thing I wanted to show you. Look at this is some nice build quality, right? Good stuff. But yeah, that's everything I wanted to show you for today. Expect probably some more videos on this thing coming up. We're gonna do a lot more hardware videos, and as usual, we got some 3D printing stuff coming up. Got a lot of like Raspberry Pi and robot stuff I've been meaning to do forever. We've already done a lot. We're planning on doing a whole lot more. I have a ton of Linux command videos that are queued up. I know a lot of people like those, and I have a ton of them coming up, so stay tuned for that. You know, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, leave a comment down below, and yeah, might want to give me a thumbs up. But that's about it for today. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys on that next video.